Well, thank you very much. While we still argue that the fate of NUP and NT hang in the balance, we have with us the man who carried crates to the Electoral Commission, Honorable Richard Todwong. Good to have you.
Thank you, Simon, and good morning, viewers.
What's with the crates?
Well, first of all, we are following what the law requires. When we are doing a registration of our party members, some of our members, our comrades in other political parties were accusing us and were doubting what we were doing. When we told them we got 20.7 million members, and of the 20.7, 18.5 million are voters, they were taking it as a joke. And we went ahead and synchronized the 18 million with the National Electoral Commission database to make sure that they are all registered voters with the National Electoral Commission and they all have national identification numbers. We were doing that knowing that we needed to prepare for this. And so when we sent out forms for collection of signatures for the nomination of our candidate, we got overwhelming support. And we got 3 million signatures only from the leaders of the party. We did not even go beyond to the members. We only asked the leaders to sign the forms. And we ended up with 3 million signatures. And those were the signatures that we carried in the crates you saw. So in terms of preparation, we started preparing a long time because we knew that at this time there will be a national election, the party should bring a candidate, and the candidate should be somebody that is formidable to the task. And so the party went through all that, and we are ready.
How do you feel about the crisis that other contenders are going through? Take, for instance, the country is on tenterhooks on whether Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi, the person that would be considered as the biggest headache to President Museveni, is...
It would be very unfair for me to speak about a calamity that has befallen my neighbor's household. That is very unfortunate that they needed to have prepared early and they needed to have organized their household better. I speak more for NRM. It's unfortunate that they did not generate enough signatures as required by the law, and we pray that they go and collect the signatures that are required and they are nominated. We want them nominated because we are ready to compete with anybody. It would be good, it wouldn't be good for NRM not to have competitors. Because we are going for an election, we need competitors that are formidable to the task, and we shall compete with them. But on behalf of NRM, we are prepared. Tomorrow we are going to have the nomination of our national chairman as a presidential candidate. And then thereafter we shall give out our campaign
There is a big
programs.
irony. Yesterday you received defectors from the National Unity Platform, but apparently, according to claims from supporters of National Unity Platform, they donned T-shirts that were seized from the party headquarters way back. That's questionable.
Well, anybody can deny that, but it was in the open. We received about 1,200 young people who moved from NUP to NRM in the open. And they have addresses, they have their leaders, they were from areas that are well known, from the ghettos of the city, and they came with their membership cards, they came with the T-shirts, unless they're also saying those membership cards were forged and written wrongly, but the membership cards were there, the T-shirts from NUP head office were there, and they came wearing them. And when they reached, they removed them, and we gave them the NRM T-shirt.
Don't you think the politics of celebrating defections is rather outdated?
Well, you can say it is outdated, but I think it's about support to an organization. It is not that they have defected, but they show support.
Why would NRM celebrate 2,000 people? Just 2,000?
In political terms, even one I celebrate. We have celebrated somebody alone coming from another party to NRM. So that is how we are anyway. Because any addition,
a mass party,
any addition to the pool worth celebrating. It's like Christianity. If you accept Jesus today, if you're a pagan, they celebrate you. And that is how it is. In Christianity, that is, evangelization is about expansion of the mission. So with NRM, it's about expansion of the mass.
Okay. What would be the inspiration for anyone to cross from the opposition to join the NRM at such a time, if it's not about money?
It's unfortunate that you're asking about inspiration that one would have to join NRM. I'm sure you really know. There is nothing much that we can pride ourselves on apart from seeing that for a long time, consistently, Uganda has been extremely peaceful and stable under the leadership of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is the national chairman of NRM. We have been able to allow Ugandans from one corner to another to feel free, to own properties, to exercise their freedom in doing business and establishing families and going into production. That alone is worth celebrating. Now,
Is
if
there
you
any
preach,
big fish in there that you can talk about?
a fish is a fish, whether big or small. A small one will grow into a big one. A big one will definitely degenerate into something else. So a fish is a fish. Come on, God. You know, don't belittle human beings. When you say a human being is small and another one is big, for us we look at quantity that we can generate into quality. Anybody small is human to us and is important to us as a party. We don't regard you as somebody more important. You see, if you look at quality more than numbers in a political term, you may miss out. A vote is a vote, whether from a professor or from a farmer. One vote is what we look for.
Okay.
Not the quality of the vote, but is that vote that we look for.
Is NRM seriously desperate for numbers where you are now? That a defection of 2,000, just 2,000 people.
I can say it's really hurting you, eh?
No, it's not hurting me. I find it's baffling. It's baffling that a mass party would hold a big fete just to celebrate 2,000.
2,000 is a big number. There are parties that cannot even have 10 members in a district. There are parties that have failed to sponsor candidates around the country. All these parties collectively, even if you put them together, they cannot generate candidates in all the villages of this country. They cannot generate candidates in the parishes, at sub-counties, at town councils, at municipals, at district levels. And they have to come together in a coalition to generate candidates in less than a quarter of the positions of the district or positions that are being elected for. So when NRM is saying we are okay with our number and we add more to come to our number, it's a blessing. When people join you, it's a blessing. Whether they come from, we receive you the way you come. Yeah, whether you are from any source, we receive you. We have received NUP members, we have received FDC members, we have received DP members, we have received those who have never been in any party.
Yeah, but you've heard from the National Unity Platform supporters ridiculing the whole process, downplaying these
Definitely,
defections.
it's expected. Even if it were me, I would do the same. It's expected. And we say sorry for you. They have come to us. We feel your pain, but it's okay. You'll be fine.
Where we are now, what's your look of things ahead of nominations tomorrow? Your candidate will be nominated tomorrow, and hopefully Robert Kyagulanyi as well will be nominated. Do you think this is going to set the tone for another showdown?
There is no showdown in this. You see, a showdown would mean that we measure, that Kyagulanyi measures NRM, or NUP is at the same level with NRM. In terms of membership, philosophy, ideology, thinking, expansion, structure of the leadership and organization, they can't match NRM. So there is no showdown in that. You can't even use that word showdown. And so we are helping them. We are grooming them to understand how political parties are run and how political parties are. You see, one of the things that I can help you in this a little. After the Cold War, political formations changed from the original doctrine of establishment of parties that were looking at factors of production. These are land, labor, capital, and enterprise and knowledge now, to parties that have been formed out of social interest, group interest, gathering, identification, and social identities. It deviated parties from the real issues that affect human beings, humankind. So if a party becomes a club of association, the party gets detached from the reality of the common person that it desires to serve. And so for us as NRM, we have kept the revolutionary doctrine that looks at the mass line, looks at the person and the interest of that particular person alongside the interest of any other person. If I look at you, Simon, I don't look at you as, I don't even know your tribe. I don't even know your religion. I don't even know your level of education. But I know you as Simon, you need education, you need peace, you need water, you need shelter, these are the things that NRM preaches. And so that's what I'm saying in terms of philosophy and ideology, we are different.
We've been there before. Look,
You've been there before.
Preached this rhetoric earlier.
Christianity started when?
Yeah, but
are
here
we
we are.
talking about Jesus and heaven?
I think
when are you going to heaven?
You're missing the reality.
I am not, no reality there.
In
I'm
the
telling you the
2021 election, you were as dismissive as you are now. Look what happened. It's an election that went down in the annals of history as being chaotic, bloody, and very commercialized. Are we likely to have a repeat?
You see, every election is different from the other.